Listen, this president, before he came into office, said he would not mandate vaccinations. And they all began to speak in the same direction. They even said, why? How could anybody conceive of that? Just, I want you to listen carefully. This is interesting. All right, let's start again.
I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide.
Can we mandate vaccines across the country? No, that's not a role that the federal government, I think, even has the power to make.
We cannot require someone to be vaccinated. That's just not what we can do. It is a matter of privacy to know who is or who isn't.
No, definitely not. You don't want to mandate and try and force anyone to take a vaccine. We've never done that. We don't want to be mandating from the federal government to the general population. It would be unenforceable and not appropriate.
He said it's not appropriate. You want to trust them, those guys? They changed everything. They changed everything. So imagine that we were interviewing them and asking them, why did you make the change? I can tell you exactly what you say. Oh, it's like politicians. Well, you know, with new data, with new data, fraudulent data. And each time I told you, when they say research, some research, there's no research. No research ever told you that the vaccine will be better than your natural immunity, especially this mRNA vaccine, especially this one. When I first told you about the mRNA vaccine, at that stage, it was not yet in the open, and they were still trying to deny that it had mRNA in it. So there were just few of us who were talking about it, and they made it look like we are crying woof woof where there's none. To the point I had to come and explain to you what the mRNA was all about. I had to go into the scientific part of it and be explaining science. I didn't have to. But I had to, because I realized there were certain people who might have thought I was just blowing it off the cuff.